Good morning and welcome to Our Issues Milwaukee. I'm your host, Andrea Williams. We've got quite a bit to cover today. It's Girl Scout cookie time, and later in the show we're going to talk about the tasty new way you can help support young entrepreneurs. But first, we'll kick things off focused on the Zoological Society of Milwaukee and the exciting things they have going on in the new year. My first guest is Jodi Gibson, who serves as the president and CEO of the Zoological Society of Milwaukee. Hi, Jodi.
Hello.
Thank you for being here. And for over 100 years, the Zoological Society has worked diligently with a mission to conserve, educate, and support the Milwaukee County Zoo. So if you would give us an idea of some of the ways that you're able to do that.
Sure. So touching on our three pillars in conservation, we believe that the animals that we have at our zoo are ambassadors of those in the wild, and we are equally committed to their well-being out in the wild as we are at the zoo. Mm-hmm. And we lead a global initiative to protect a species of great apes out in Africa. Yeah. Is one of our signature initiatives. On our education programs, we reach about 300,000 adults and kids with a variety of programming, from summer camps to zoo classes and activities on and off site at the zoo. And then the piece I know we want to talk about today is how do we support the Milwaukee County Zoo? And we do that in a number of ways. We support them financially. Each year we actually run the Zoo Pass program for the zoo, which generates millions of dollars in financial support for the zoo. And then we also partner 50-50 with the county on some of the major capital improvements going on at the zoo, most recently our Adventure Africa project.
Okay, and so we will talk about a few of those things in detail, and you mentioned the Zoo Pass. So we always find it necessary to remind people that the zoo is open all year long, which is pretty amazing because you kind of get an opportunity to see the different behaviors that different animals have at different times of the year. Yeah, a lot of fun. So for people who make multiple trips to the zoo, you know, all year long, the Zoo Pass really is the way to go, right?
It absolutely is. It pays for itself in about 2 visits to the zoo. So we find that a lot of moms and dads like the Zoo Pass because they can come all throughout the year with their children. They can make multiple visits, and if they want to come all day, they can stay all day, and if they've only got an hour to bring their children, they'll come for that hour. And I've heard from people the interesting ways they use Zoo Pass. We know one mother who takes her kids to the library, they get a book, they read about a particular animal, and then she brings them out to the zoo so they can experience what they just read about and learn firsthand.
I love that, and what a great idea. And a lot of schools probably do that as well.
Yes, absolutely.
Just goes right in line with you guys helping people in general understand wildlife, right?
That's correct.
Well, one thing about it, we've had some pretty mild days already in January. Old Man Winter kind of came through like, oh yeah, I haven't gone too far. But it was a great opportunity for a lot of people to get out during those milder temperatures.
Absolutely.
And the animals, right?
That is correct. We had over 12,000 visitors at the zoo over the weekend when the temperatures warmed up, and people really enjoyed the chance to come out and see the animals. And then just a reminder that all throughout the year, while there's exhibits that are outdoors, there's also indoor exhibits too. So even if the temperatures are a little bit colder, we still have indoor experiences for people to see, such as our big cats with the lions and tigers that are inside as well. Yes.
So I think the fun part is when you think about maybe the polar bears, they're out there loving it right now. Or do any of them hibernate as we read about?
Yeah,
you know?
so yes, absolutely. In fact, I started out at the Zoological Society about 2.5 years ago, and it was, I got an email one day that said we need to be quiet around the bear exhibits because the bears have begun their hibernation. So absolutely we see that. And then we also see the animals that enjoy being outside. So we just opened our new otter exhibit. They love the water, they love the snow. It's really interactive for people to be able to see that. So You can see animals demonstrate behaviors they would in the wild and see them up front and up close out at the zoo.
Yes, I love it. It's so intriguing. And if someone is watching and they haven't taken the time to go to the zoo in a few years or even a few months, you need to go through and just see what you've been missing.
Absolutely.
The Zoological Society has this major goal for 2019 that involves a brand new 60,000-gallon outdoor pool and watering hole for a group of hippos, which I'm guessing is pretty amazing. I think I read they like spending like 16 hours in the water.
That is correct.
That's a long time.
So yeah, it is true. So the hippopotamus spends most of its day in the water, and we have the opportunity to renovate and build a brand new hippo exhibit out at our zoo. Our intentions are to create an underwater viewing experience, which is essentially like a big glass swimming pool where people will be able to see the hippos up close, and it will truly be only really thick glass that'll separate visitors from the hippos.
Wow.
So it's a great investment that we're making. We will begin some construction on that later this year, and when it opens, it will be one of only 8 underwater hippo exhibits across the whole United States. And so while you and I know our zoo and we love our zoo, we sometimes forget we've got a world-class zoo right here in Milwaukee.
It's true.
And this type of investment will help us maintain that status.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, when I read about this, I immediately thought it was a great idea, because I remember sitting at the exhibit for the hippos probably for 15 minutes because I kept wanting them to come out of the water.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, they'll raise their head for a quick second, then they go back down.
That's exactly right.
So to be able to see like what they're doing under the water, I think is going to really be amazing for a lot of people to witness.
Yes, it will be amazing. And again, people will be able to get right up close and personal and see the hippos in their natural environment. And the other piece that I would add is one of the big investments we're making with that is a water filtration system that, to further our commitment to conservation, will help us save over 20 million gallons of water every year as part of that. So behind the scenes, we'll be doing our part on conservation, and up front, people will be able to have a really amazing experience seeing the hippos out at our zoo.
Yeah, I mean, all good stuff. And the hippos beach area is going to be expanding as well.
That is correct. So you will actually be able to see the hippos as they submerge and come in and out of the water, and then through the glass you'll be able to see them under the water as well. So it'll be significantly larger than it is today, and currently it is the home to Happy and Patty, who will look forward to moving into their new home probably about a year from now.
Happy the hippo.
Yes,
okay.
That's right.
Well, at least it's not Hungry the hippo.
True.
I can't help but think of the kids' game.
Yep.
I don't know if I'm aging myself there, but the society, as you mentioned earlier, is a 50-50 partner with Milwaukee County in raising $25 million for a new area of the zoo called Adventure Africa. It's the first phase was the new elephant and African hoofstock home. So this is really something that I know you guys are proud of. And there is just a small little elephant that's in the room when we bring up the elephants. No pun intended, but dealing with that subject matter, there's this group called In Defense of Animals. They released a list of what they think are America's worst zoos and named Milwaukee County Zoo at number 10. And this was because of the $25 million expansion to your cold climate elephant exhibit. They're saying the money would be better spent on conserving elephants in the wild because, in their opinion, it's just entirely too cold here for that species and believe elephants need to roam. So, of course, you are separate from the Milwaukee County Zoo being the Zoological Society, but the Milwaukee County Zoo did put out a statement in regards to that. And I'll read just a little. It says, the African elephant continues to be the most popular animal at the Milwaukee County Zoo, as evidenced by the tremendous community support shown for its future state-of-the-art elephant exhibit that's opening in May of this year and part of the zoo's larger Adventure Africa exhibit. Adventure Africa is the largest physical change to the zoo, transforming 25% of the current footprint since officially opening at its present location in 1961. And that's just a small part of that statement, but it really is a matter of opinion.
I agree with you, and I appreciate you bringing up the topic because that was certainly one organization's point of view, and we have a different one. We are proud of the new exhibit that we have built. We've seen great community support for it. It greatly multiplies the amount of space the elephants have from their existing space to their new space. And we are also known at our zoo as leaders in animal welfare, conservation, and then recently received our reaccreditation by the Association of Zoos and Aquariums. And only 10% of all the zoos that are out there meet those highest standards within the industry, and we are proud to be one of those zoos that meet that accreditation. So we stand with the zoo and behind their statement and are proud of what we've done, and we invite people to come out and see for themselves. The new exhibit is expected to open in spring of this year. There'll be a public grand opening, and we would love for everyone to come out and take a look for themselves and see what we've done to care for our elephants.
Nicely put, and there are a number of special events at the zoo that viewers can add to their calendars, and they all sound like a lot of fun to me. Coming up on January 17th, there's Putting on the Ritz, a fundraiser, which is, I'm guessing, one of the examples of the many ways that people are able to help raise money to support the zoo.
That's correct. That particular event raises about $90,000 a year for us. So it's a fun evening out and generates a lot of excitement as well as a lot of dollars to help support our mission and support the work that we do.
Yeah. January 20th, Samson Stomp and Romp Run Walk.
Yes, that is an event sponsored by the zoo, and I think one of the things that people enjoy is it allows people to do that run walk right through the zoo, right on zoo grounds.
Yeah, and one thing that families love to take advantage of is Family Free Day. So you just had one, and then there's another coming up on February 2nd, and then other Family Free Days include March 2nd, October 5th, November 2nd, and December 7th. So all year long you have an opportunity to take advantage. And then there's Groundhog Day, and if I'm correct, the groundhog is Gordy.
So last year we had Snow Lily, our polar bear, help us with Groundhog Day. So we may have to keep that a little bit of a surprise of what we're going to do this year.
Okay, well that definitely makes it worth looking forward to. We just hope that whatever the case, there will be warmer weather coming sooner than later. And then there is actually the Zumba Fitness Party at the zoo. That's February 23rd. So really a little something for everyone. I think.
That's exactly right. There's a variety of ways people can get involved, whether it's a formal black tie fundraising event like Putting on the Ritz, or accessible events like Zumba and the Samson Stomp. People can all help support the zoo and the society.
Gotcha. And you guys have your website where people can go to get additional details on anything we've talked about, right?
That's right, zoologicalsociety.org.
All right. And is there anything else, Jodi, that you'd like to talk about as we wrap up?
You know, just as we wrap up, we are so grateful for the support we receive from the community and the investment the community has made in us to maintain a world-class zoo right here in Milwaukee. As you mentioned, we're working on our $25 million capital campaign, and donations of all sizes are welcome to support that. It happens with a $5 donation, or if you are one of our lead donors who are able to make a multi-million-dollar commitment, all of those funds matter, and we just appreciate the support that we receive from the community.
Absolutely. Every dollar and cent counts, and it really is an example of what can happen when people come together. So thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Yes, continued success in the new year.
Terrific. Thank you.
Jodi Gibson is the president and CEO of the Zoological Society of Milwaukee. You can again visit zoologicalsociety.org or call 414-258-2333 for details on anything that we've talked about today. When we return to our Issues Milwaukee, we'll switch gears and get you ready for the Girl Scout cookie season with Girl Scouts of Wisconsin Southeast. As a matter of fact, last year, the Girl Scouts donated more than $20,000 in cookie proceeds to support the new elephant exhibit at the Milwaukee County Zoo. It's pretty amazing. We'll talk about that and more right after this.